Hey guys, this is part 2 of the nail tutorial that I had posted previously. In this video, I will be showing you how I apply nail wraps, which are you can buy them prepackaged or you can make them yourself. If you want me to show you how, just leave me a comment and I'll get on filming a DIY nail wrap tutorial for you. But basically what it is pre-made nail polish that is going to be applied to the fingernail instead of having to paint and do it yourself. You will just apply it and it will look beautiful. So I've had some requests about how I do this, so in this video I'm applying them to my mom's nails. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, requests, suggestions, anything of the sort, leave me a comment down below or send me a message. Let's get down to it. Okay guys, what you will need is a packet of nail wraps. You can use any brand, you can even make them yourself. You need a file, and you need a cuticle pusher. Now these all came in the Sally Hansen pack, but you can use whatever you have laying around. First what you do is you want to measure what nail wraps are going to fit what nail. So before you put them on, you want to make sure that in general they fit the nail. Then you want to peel the back off of it. If you're using a pre-packaged nail wrap, that is, you want to peel the paper sealing the adhesive, and you want to apply the nail wrap to the nail as best as you can, making sure every bit of nail is covered. If there's any part of the nail wrap hanging off of your nail, you can use the cuticle pusher to break through and peel off whatever nail wrap is on your skin. Then you take the file and you file around your nail, and what this does is it tears the excess nail polish off of your fingernail, and so you get a very specific application of these nail wraps. So they will fit your entire nail, but you have that excess in case you have longer nails. This works for short nails and long nails. So as you can see here, I am just pushing with the cuticle pusher, I guess, and pushing the excess nail polish from the skin on my mom's nail. I am filing down. That is actually a tip, is when you do this, you want to file down instead of up or sideways, because sometimes that can tear the nail polish that you actually want on your nail. So if you file down, it will help the adhesive stick to the edge of the nail. So that is definitely a tip to pay attention to, because sometimes, you make mistakes and you might end up with a nail wrap that is a little bit shorter than your actual nail is. So I'm just doing the same thing here on the index finger. I am just making sure it fits, and I'm filing it to my mom's nail for the perfect fit. Sometimes when you apply them, you can actually push them down onto the tip of your nail, and sometimes the excess will just tear off, and all you gotta do is file the extra that is hanging off of the nail, which is actually what happened on this nail, and it looks perfect as soon as you're done filing. That's what's awesome, is it looks like real polish. It doesn't look like a sticker on your nail because it is real polish. And you can also make them yourself, and I just think that it's an awesome way to have a long-lasting nail polish. So here I am just applying it to my mom's nail. And you want it to be pretty close to the cuticle. You don't want it to be too far away, because then it'll look like your nails are growing, and it looks like you have fake nails on, because typically when you have fake nails on, your nails grow, and then you'll have that extra nail at the cuticle. So you want it to be pretty close to the cuticle, because these are supposed to last for up to 2.5 weeks. So your nails will grow, and you don't want that extra bit of nail growing on top of whatever nail you leave exposed at the cuticle. So these nail wraps, when you buy them prepackaged, they are sometimes hard to fit to your nail because everybody's different. Everybody has different shapes of nails. Everybody has different lengths and widths of their nails. So sometimes you might be an in-between size. Like you might be, my mom I know is like this, where her nails aren't small enough for the smaller nail wraps, but her nails aren't wide enough for the bigger nail wraps. So she's right in between. So what you do in that case is you use the bigger ones and then you file and use the cuticle pusher for the excess, which does take some extra time, but it's worth it in the end to put that little bit of effort in. So there you see, I have 3 fingers done so far. Moving on to the ring finger. Here you can see I tried to measure with different nail wraps because her nails are very specifically sized. And here you'll see what I do with a nail wrap that is actually too big, but that is needed for her nail because, you know, her nails aren't small enough for the tiny ones. So I'm just pushing the excess from her skin around her nail. You see that pulled off very easily. And then you just file. And it might take some time to get every bit out of the skin around your nails, but in reality, if you just sit and you put a TV show on and you just, you know, breeze through it, it's actually kind of fun and cathartic to, like, it soothes my OCD basically to sit and, like, make sure every bit of nail polish is out of her skin. But it turns out looking awesome. So this is the last nail, and that is basically what you do. You just tear the protective layer off of the nail wrap, and then you take that paper off of the adhesive, and then you just set it on that nail as best as you can. It may take a couple times to get used to it. You may have to put it on the nail, lift it off the nail, put it back on, take it off. It's trial and error, but that's essentially what you want to do. Make sure when you put the nail wraps on the nail, as I'm doing in this footage right here, sometimes you have to press down on the nail wrap or lift it a couple times to get whatever air bubbles are in the nail wrap or in between the adhesive and your nail. That's very important because A, if there's air stuck, it will make your nail polish rise. And B, just for it to look as smooth as possible. Now with a busy pattern like this, it won't look as obvious to have a tiny wrinkle in your nail polish if you have to, you know, if you made a mistake and you have to squeeze the air out and just make a little hole and like push it down, you know. But I mean, with the more simple patterns, that's definitely a concern that it just takes a little bit extra effort to put in, but in most cases, from far away, nobody is going to notice if you make a tiny mistake. I make mistakes all the time. So don't get worried if you make a tiny mistake. And that is her finished hand. That is all the nail wraps applied. Now next what I do is I apply a top coat. In this case, I was using Seche V. However, you can use whatever top coat you want, but when you apply the top coat, make sure you put it on the entire nail, but most important, roll the top coat on the tip of the nail to seal that edge of the nail wrap, because that will just help it stay so much longer and it will make it help with adhering the nail wrap to the nail. So that's a very simple tip. Just rub it, you know, just double seal the edges of your nails. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.